I am almost to 100 subscribers.
We had Rottweiler inside the apartment, and outside we had the guns drawn, and we're stuck on the other side of the triage door, and we couldn't get to our patient. It's starting out to be a crazy day in the ER of Nurse Phil Lamonge. The emergency room was under construction at the time. Fiberglass insulation outside. When they moved all this insulation, they found a litter of bunnies in this insulation. And they put them in a box and brought them into the emergency department. How did you have to get in line? We were quite relaxed and we weren't particularly busy. I think we're going to name this one Kelly.
Oh, it is adorable.
At the same moment, Stephen Bouchard is dropping his wife Chelsea off at the ER.
Okay, I'll park, and Chloe and I will meet you in the waiting room, okay? I'll be right there.
She's had asthma before where into the emergency room a few times where she gets the ventilator and maybe a little bit dehydrated, so they're gonna give her IV and some fluid, and it's usually overnight.
It's so cute. She came walking in the door, and I thought she looked kind of pale. Phil, I'm one of the nurses here. What's the problem?
I lost my voice. I don't usually say it this way.
She had lost her voice, so she was whispering. Maybe you should come with me, okay? I brought her in to triage, and I started talking to her and information. So how did this go through?
Well, with me, I've just lost my voice in the past few days.
We had a good fever.
No, really.
Someone's like cough or runny nose.
Yes.
Checked the radial pulse, but it was very weak and kind of thready. I couldn't get a good reading on the radial pulse.
I've lost my breast milk. Can't even breastfeed my daughter anymore.
How old's your daughter? I took her vital signs and everything was normal except her heart rate was 150. I couldn't really explain why her heart rate was so fast. I didn't truly believe the machine, so I listened to her heart with my stethoscope, which I don't often do in triage, but I needed to know that that was the correct heart rate.
Fast, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And it was in fact 150. But I also noticed that she had a heart murmur, which I thought that this is a 23-year-old woman who's healthy. She has no risk factors. She has no health conditions at all. We need to get you out to a monitor and get the doctor to have a look. She just kind of did. Hi, I'm looking for my wife, Jessie Bouchard.
Oh, she's just been taken into a room. Why don't you have a seat and I'll let you know when you can see her, okay?
Thank you. Just wait for a moment. So Dr. Allison, this young 23-year-old woman came in complaining of a sore throat. She's 5 months postpartum, but her heart rate's 150, and she doesn't have a fever.
No fever.
I know she's only 23 years old, but when I listen to her heart, it sounds like she's got a heart murmur.
Let me check it out.
Do you want me to call Echo and see if they're free?
That'd be great. Thanks.
I decided that we needed to do an echocardiogram to see what was going on with Chelsea's heart.
We want to do an ultrasound of your heart, so we're going to take you out to the radiology department to the echo lab. Well, we just want to take a closer look. Your heart rate's a little fast.
How long will she be?
It should only take a half hour or so.
We'll be in the waiting area. Getting an echocardiogram. The husband brought the baby in. And so we were playing with the baby and bunny rabbits, and it's kind of this interesting contrast. Everything
rules. So and then everything changed.
Hold on. I know what's happening.
Just mother.
Is it just it?
I don't know.
With an hour to go in her late night shift, Kathleen Clem is looking forward to going home.
Hot date tonight, Dr. Clem? You can believe it? My husband usually wakes up for me, and we have a late night supper. I just hope we get off on time.
How likely do you think that is?
Well,
Not very likely.
patient husband when you work in the ER. Because you never know when you're going to get off. And that's just the nature of the business.
Hello. Yeah. Paramedics sent a 25-year-old male. It sounds a bit strange.
This is Dr. Clem. We got a call from the paramedics telling us they were bringing in a male who was unconscious. They didn't know why. They sounded really perplexed, a little bit of urgency in their voice. And they also told me that he had a strange rash. What kind of a rash? Okay, see you in 10. They don't know. They think it might be contagious. Paramedics, when they call us and tell us they think somebody has something serious that they can catch, everybody kind of gears up.
The collapse of home is completely unresponsive. The vitals are normal, but we're worried about the rash. There's something worse. What?
Well, don't want to say she was hysterical. She was hysterical. Just breathe, just breathe.
I was yelling at him. Who? He's on the ground.
I'm sure it's not your fault.
He didn't know where he was.
Just let me have a look at him. Dean, can you get Mrs. Maria a coffee, please? I need to have a look at him. The paramedics are going up. I'm gonna go. You guys putting on protective gear? Right. Guess date night was put on hold. As we predicted. He just was out of it, completely out of it.
Down there too. That's nasty.
When you see a patient who's in a coma, you want to find out, is there something going on that's causing them to be unconscious that I can reverse? So I started a head-to-toe exam. Vitals looked fine. I looked at his pupils, I looked at his mouth, and really, except that he wasn't responding and he had the rash, it was normal.
Oh my God! Oh please, baby, wake up!
Sorry, Dr. Clem. Sorry.
Doctor, what's wrong?
Maria, it's okay. We're taken care of, but you do need to step out. Okay? Let's go. Let's go.
Roll! You rat!
We got a patient with a rash all over his body. He's unconscious. I don't know why. And I've got a woman screaming in the waiting room.
Increased heart rate, a slight murmur. We were doing an echo and her heart stopped. CPR for 3 minutes.
This is not going to be like any regular cold flu situation.
What's this? This light's not working.
Dishwasher. Why don't you dry my dishes?
Oh, he doesn't know any better. You just need to add finished Jetrite in rinsing compartment. It's there for a reason. It dries much better than detergent alone.
Sorry, dishwasher.
Finished Jetrite. For drier, shinier dishes.
After a DVT.
Love you.
I hate you, Chris.
A 3-month-old business. Plus, what if this happened again? I was given warfarin in the hospital, but wondered, was this the best treatment for me? So I made a point to talk to my doctor. He told me about Eliquis. Eliquis treats DVT and PE blood clots and reduces the risk of them happening again. Not only does Eliquis treat DVT and PE blood clots, Eliquis also has significantly less major bleeding than the standard treatment. Eliquis had both And that turned around my thinking.
Don't stop Eliquis unless your doctor tells you to. Eliquis can cause serious and, in rare cases, fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve or abnormal bleeding. If you had a spinal injection while on Eliquis, call your doctor right away if you have tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. While taking Eliquis, you may bruise more easily, and it may take longer than usual for bleeding to stop. Seek immediate medical care for sudden signs of bleeding, like unusual bruising. Eliquis may increase your bleeding risk if you take certain medicines. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures.
Eliquis treats deviated and PE blood clots, plus had less major bleeding. Both made Eliquis right for me. Ask your doctor if switching to Eliquis is right for you.
Hey, if I'm not up by like 12 from noon or so, make sure you wake me up. Can't be again. What do you do all day?
Nothing.
Nothing? Hey boy, you don't have your window open?
Swap built this capable website.
That's weird.
In under an hour, it's easy. 68% of people who built their website using GoCentral did it in under an hour. And you can too. Type in your business or idea, pick your favorite design, personalize it with beautiful images, and you're done. And now business is booming. Double stitch, not a cross stitch. Build a better website in under an hour. Free to try. No credit card required. GoCentral from GoDaddy. A lot has changed since the last time we saw this.
Just when you think life might be settling down again.
To Florida.
Saying goodbye is gonna be tough.
Big changes for the little couple. All new Tuesday at 9 on TLC. Stream live and catch up on TLC Go. Download the free app now. Bill West is just finishing up his shift when he hears a Code Blue announcement.
They said that this person was in the Echo Lab, which is a very odd place for someone to run into trouble, because most people are stable when they go over there.
Dr. West is head of a Code Blue team that responds whenever a patient's heart stops.
Increased heart rate and slight murmur. We were doing an echo when her heart stopped. CPR for 2 minutes.
I knew at that moment that this was not going to be like any regular Code Blue situation. Okay, what's this? Slide's not working.
Yeah, it's backing up. It wasn't a minute ago.
When you see the IV not working, I realized right away we have to have intravenous access here, and we need something very big, very strong, and something that can run all the medications that she'll need. Her. Can I give you triple lumen? Triple lumen is a special type of catheter. When it's inserted into a major vein in the body, any medication, including fluids, in rapidly. I looked to her neck first because there were big vessels in the neck, but there were too many people around her head and neck. And at this time, there was CPR going. It's not going to work. I'm going to have to go femoral here. CPR was going. I palpated for the femoral artery, and I could feel that. And after that, it's pretty much a blind poke with quite a large needle. Here we go. I'm going to go for it. When you put that needle in, you probably don't get red, because red means you hit the artery, and glycan starts going everywhere.
Instead, Dr. West is hoping to see bluish purple, which is the color of non-oxygenated blood in the vein.
Here we go. I took the large bore needle that we have, and I made a stab for what we call big blue.
Dr. Clem has a patient who is unconscious with a mysterious rash on his body. She can't figure out what's causing either ailment.
For patterns, we look for all the pieces to come together. It was not happening for me.
Let's do a sternal rub.
A sternal rub is where you take your fist and you actually rub it on the patient's breastbone, on their sternum, and it's uncomfortable. And usually, patients whose brains are connected to their bodies, they'll respond to that. And he did. He had a grimace, which told me that his brain was connected to his body, and that part was working. Around the active select. His reflexes are normal. His gag reflex is intact. His vital signs are okay.
Yes.
The nurses and I actually talked together in the room. I let them hear my thinking on my plans to evaluate the patient. It's still a mystery, and sometimes the nurses actually help me solve mysteries, or maybe paralysis theory. Do you want to do a drug screen?
Sorry, Dr. Clem, I need your help. She wants to know what's going on, and I can't console her, and she's upsetting the other patients.
Tony, let's get that head CT pronto. If you would, do a Medline for me and see if there's a Todd's paralysis variant that's the whole body. Where are you wearing? It's just standard procedure. Just really didn't have time to deal with the life. I wanted to spend my time working on her husband. The good news is his vitals look good, his reflexes are fine. We're checking him out.
I should have been to
Two patients on my group. One with physical conditions puzzling me. Mental conditions that I just don't have time to deal with.
I'm gonna get this guy to surgery.
I'll go face down my surgeon. Dishwasher, why don't you dry my dishes?
Oh, he doesn't know any better. You just need to add finished jet dry in the rinsing compartment. It's there for a reason. It dries much better than detergent alone.
Sorry, dishwasher.
Finished jet dry for drier, shinier dishes.
Who wants 50% more calcium?
Fuck, I'm out here. Damn it.
Silk. Tastes like better. Why is Vitafusion America's #1 gummy vitamin brand? Because it fuses massive natural fruit flavors with a bajillion essential vitamins in a tasty gummy. It's a better way to vitamins. A fusion of nutritious and delicious. Vitafusion. Vitamin better. The toothpaste that helps prevent bleeding gums. If you spit blood when you brush or floss, you may have gum problems and could be on the journey to much worse. Gum disease. Try Paradise toothpaste.
Bite into Magnum double cookies and cream and unleash your wild side. Then with cookies and cream, ice cream, and rich Belgian chocolate, discover Magnum.
We have 4 adult kids, with 15 kids between them. 25 people. Now live at home about.
There's so much. 25 pair of
I don't always like the people in the house, but I love them. We're reincarnating the old family. It's a beautiful thing.
Shower time sucks.
Meet the Putmans. All new. Monday at 10 on TLC. Stream live.
I have always wanted to get my teeth fixed. And you'll see as a kid, I had this huge smile, and then over time, I just like I lost my confidence. Let Smile Direct Club give you a smile you'll love for 60% less than braces by sending invisible aligners direct to you. Plus, we straighten most smiles in an average of 6 months. There wasn't any crazy appointments I had to make. I never even feel better, and changing my smile was important to me. So I'm glad that I found Smile Direct Club. Get started for 60% less at SmileDirectClub.com. DSM changes everything. They understand you. Your personal stylist picks outfits just for you. I'm not that kind of girl. Trust me, they are experts in curves. They send you a box with 5 pieces, tailored to your lifestyle, your body, and your budget. You can keep what you love and return what you don't. Use your phone. It's easy. DIA.com. Sign up at dia.com because I am that kind of girl.
Let's see what she weighs. Here we go. Are we ready?
Oh my goodness.
What?
Whoa.
No.
You can't be on a diet, baby.
Since the last time you saw us. We are all moving to Florida.
Saying goodbye is gonna be tough.
Big changes for the little couple. All new. Tuesday tonight on TLC and TLC Go. Growing up. James is Elizabeth's friend. Packing it up. Breaking down. They all got something Dr. Bill West is trying to determine where to insert a needle into his patient's thigh, hoping to find the elusive femoral vein, also known as Big Blue.
You got anything? Doesn't matter, I gotta go for it. That was the darkest moment. Not seeing any intravenous access. Knowing that it would be a difficult poke. Okay, here we go. Big Blue is the vein. When you hit Big Blue, it's one of the greatest feelings because you know that then you're going to be able to give medications to make this person hopefully better. Kelly, get the flushes ready. Okay, we're in. Getting the flushes. Cue. Okay, let's stop CPR and see what we have here. That means the heart is defibrillating. It's moving very rapidly, and so it's not a coordinated effort by the heart or not flowing properly into the body. Let's shock her. Crank up to 200 Pascal miles.
Charging.
Okay. Clear. Shocking. It's not working.
Freeze! Down to the ground now. Outside an urban ER, a shooting victim is
We
trapped
can
in
do
his
this.
car. A nurse confronts an angry Rottweiler on the loose.
Hey, what's this? Good boy. Go get it.
It was a crazy situation because we had a loose animal inside the department, chaos and danger outside the department.
The dog's in your office.
Else, well, so I'm not sure where it was worse to be outside or inside, but it was a mess. There was a young man injured in the front seat of the car, and not being able to get to that patient because police had secured the scene was very, very worrisome. Police officers find that it's safe to go and to be rushed to the victim in the front seat. He was slouched over, mumbling at that point. Does he come? Anything there? Alright, I'm okay. We lifted him on the stretcher and rushed him into our trauma room.
You gotta get a dog before we take him away? Sure. It's in my office.
Hang on. It's not his dog.
What?
It's your patient's dog. Let's go to trauma. We've seen a few victims of gun violence in the preceding months.
Right this way.
It's always tragic to see these people come in because they're usually younger people, usually young men with so much potential in life, and these are life-altering events. That many of them don't survive their injuries.
Are you ready to transfer?
So they're very troubling, very tragic events.
We're gonna transfer on my count. 1, 2, 3.
The vitals in a hole in his right chest, and his just barely speaking.
What do you say?
I think it's a child.
Blood pressure was critically low, so we started our resuscitation. We got IVs in, and I noticed that he had decreased air in the right side of his lung, which would generally make you think that he may have a punctured lung and what's going into thorax. So that required immediate chest tube.
Chest tube? Take a scalpel? We're on lockdown.
Nobody's allowed in our building.
Concern is when you've got a victim of gang violence, you're always worried that there may be some unfinished business, or if the perpetrators realize the victim is made it to the hospital, but they may come in and try and finish the job, or friends of the victim may come to the hospital and look for those who.
What's the dog doing in your office?
You let the dog out of the office?
We gotta get this guy to surgery.
Okay, I'll go page the on-call surgeon.
that before? Well, not that I know of, but no, that's what I can't stand. Not knowing is what's killing me. That's what I have to find out one way or another.
Why are you going so fast? Take your seatbelt off right now. Step out of the vehicle, face away from me. Turn around and face away from me. Face away from me. Towards the back of the vehicle. So I was facing you at 115 miles an hour.
Right.
You almost struck multiple vehicles, one of them being mine as I was merging onto the highway. Had I not moved out of the way, you would have rear-ended me. So you almost rear-ended as well. Okay. Because what?
Because you're a police officer.
Okay, go around. Lean on the wall. Step back here. Step back here. On the wall. Alcohol coming out of the vehicle. Why are you doing criminal speed?
Not answer any questions.
You absolutely do.
Say, I don't have the.
Okay. Come on with me. So you are under arrest at this point? Okay. I'm just gonna check your pockets, make sure there's nothing in there. I want you to have a seat in my vehicle. Sit on the seat. Turn around, put your left leg in. Okay, this is not that difficult. Okay. She is unable to maintain her balance, or I can tell she has a small order of alcohol coming from her person. So right now I'm going to search the vehicle to see if there's any alcohol still in the vehicle. Well, it's incident to arrest, man. I respect what you're saying there. Probable cause, well, I was going to do that. If she had hit me or anybody else at that rate of speed in this little car, that would have been catastrophic. She probably wouldn't have survived that accident. Thankfully, we were able to get her stopped, and we'll take her down and process her for DUI. You're refusing my testing of breath, but you're willing to consent to a blood test. It'll be sent out. It'll take 45 to approximately 60 days to get the results back. We'll be suspended for up to 90 days. Once we receive the blood results back, if there's additional charges that will apply based on her level of impairment, applied by the county attorney's office as well. I want people to understand what those risks are of driving impaired. Understand the potential that you're putting yourself in as well as others. And it's unnecessary. Sources of transportation now, with social media, there's lots of ways to get home. So don't make the decision and either potentially killing yourself or some innocent motorist on the roadway. We are all moving to Florida.